Good afternoon and welcome to the Photography Final Portfolio. I'm Jonathan Covert here. We're going to be taking a look through some of the pictures that I found to be the most rewarding and most really exciting. And you're going to see quite a few here of the winter landscape. This is something that's really cool to me, just going out, taking the pictures of the landscape, how it looks, different angles. In some of these you can tell it's snowing severely. In others, we do have the angle taken off where it is not so apparent it's snowing, but here's a good angle. This is on top of the hill behind Roadman Hall and down towards Bass Field, so this is a nice angle. The tree's got the snow on it, and you can see, as you look back towards the pine trees, that this is snowing out as this picture is being taken. This is from that same day. This is angled down towards the Jensen Softball Complex, Epley Auditorium area from that hill. I'm on the hill at this point. You can see the substantial amount of snow we have had at that point. Still can see it's snowing in the background, but a different angle as we were taking more of a downward angle in the previous shot. This is more of an out angle, as you can see more of that background further into the background as well. And then this is the one that's, I always look at and go, this isn't interesting how this one turned out. You can tell it's snowing, and it's snowing like crazy at this point. This is down in front of Buehler-Rolfs there, as you can see, Crone Advising Center in the background. But this just shows the vectors in this, of the angle of which of the snow particles are moving. Shows how much snow we've got, as you cannot see any of the walkway down in front. And you can see that stage is covered with snow as well. So another one that's really just something that's entertaining to take shots of is that landscape with the snow. Also, I'm a storm chaser, so anything tornado or thunderstorm related to is also very entertaining for me to do as well. This is a shot out of the window of my dorm in Roadman. This is just interesting. Again, it has the trees, it has the roads, the sidewalks that have been previously cleared and then recovered with snow. So again, just that landscape, all these different angles and different approaches is something that I find very interesting to look at after the fact. This is a night shot. Got that nice city light glow in the background. If you look towards the top of the picture in the downward angle, you can see that the stage is partially cleared off, as has that walkway in front, but still notice that snow over the top of the garbage can there. That's something that I really like the way it turned out in this picture, but really just through and through it turned out well. You can see the mountain of snow down in front of the chairs there. This one is from my house. You can see it has really started to melt snow at this point. Just a nice look at that sun, or not really the sun, the sky rather, and the different rainbow of colors you see from the bottom right corner to that top left, starting with the yellows and then moving all the way back to the blues. A nice, an interesting shot with the clouds being parted just enough on that bottom middle right side of the picture so you could get a nice look at that as well. This one is an ice storm that happened at Morningside here. As we take a look, that nice low-lying clouds, a really gray, gloomy day out. Looking in the forefront with the grass, you can see the ice particles on that as well. Just an interesting how it turned out. This is another one towards the Jensen Softball Complex. Focused more out towards those trees in the background. You can see all of the ice. Looks like frost, but it is ice. And then you can see the temperature's warm enough that there's standing water down on the softball field. And I've always found that interesting while looking in the shot. This one, a tree branch right in front. Tried something a little different here, shooting through the tree branch instead of just ignoring the tree branch. You can see if you look way back towards that center part, you're seeing the ice on the trees. You can see the ice and mud down by the sidewalk down there, just how icy it is through and through with the ice dangling off of all of the areas. And then last but not least, this is definitely one of my favorite shots I've ever taken. This was at my house. This is in the middle of a winter storm. You can see the drifts. You can see the snow up in the air on this one, which is really cool. You can see the sun shining down, but not really getting a good look. But you can just see all that snow that is blowing and drifting in an open area. That picture turned out really well. And this has been my final portfolio. I hope you've enjoyed. As you can see, I like to take pictures of weather, not only with that weather, also focusing on the landscape with the weather. Thank you for tuning in and listening.